Hello, Aries, and welcome to Rays of Hope, Rainbow Light, Love and Healing Tarot. How are you? Hope you're well. We're doing a love reading today for you as well, and also mentioning of course, I'm sure you've heard of the Lionsgate portal, and now, yesterday we had the full moon in Aquarius, which is a double stargate of spiritual, energy that's coming in. So know that this is a time for manifestation, for clearing, for healing, and surrendering, right? So you can use energy every day of your life to do that. You don't have to wait for a portal. So I just want to make, clear that. Also, the heart chakra is a very big piece here with the Lion's Gate as well. And the throat chakra of Aquarius, which is the truth, right? Aquarius energy brings in the truth. So if you've had some problems with your throat or feeling stuck or sighing all the time, there's a little block there that you need to express yourself. And your heart energy with your heart chakra, and all our chakras are in alignment with each part of our organs, okay, depending on where it is in your body. The throat chakra is right here. That takes care of everything that's going on in your throat down to the cellular level. Well, it's physiology, it helps you metabolize energy. So breathing is a very, very healing property. That it's an energy that it's the breath of life, okay? Our heart chakra is located in the center of our chest. So if you're not feeling love, if you're not feeling self-love, if you're numb, and if you have some tendencies of codependency, or if you're feeling jealous, or even the fear of intimacy, well, these are issues we all have that if we want to bring in more love into our life, we have to clear them so that we can bring in a higher frequency of love, right? Because otherwise you're just going to bring in the same thing if you haven't cleared anything. And we are manifestors. You are a creator, or you're a star being. We have the opportunities to create what we want in our life. And the only way that can be is if our mind and our heart are clear. We have clarity, integrity, and love to bring in higher frequencies of manifestations. The embryo of thought, right, creates, it's like the idea is an embryo of thought, and it crystallizes something in manifestation. That's how you manifest, by being able to see, feel, and align yourself with your heart and mind with integrity, of course. Anyway, let's get on with your reading. So let's go. Let's bring in the love reading for Pisces. I brought in 2 extra oracle cards right now since Spirit has advised me to do that. This is the sacred geometry of relationships. Let's see what energy is guiding this reading for Aries. All right. Hope you've been well. And it's been very rainy here where I live for 2 days. I don't think there's hurricanes coming up. I know they're warning us about hurricanes, but anyway, here we go. Let's see, what is the energy card here that is guiding this reading for Aries? Romantic love. Nice. This is the second time the Pisces had the same energy coming in. So, with romantic love, we learn a lot about ourselves and about another, right? It brings us to a point, it's like reflecting. We reflect to each other our experiences, and, romantic love supports us, through the process of learning, through the reflections of another. Okay, so that's what this is all about, learning. That's what relationships do. We learn about ourselves through another, whether it's romantic love, work love, wherever you find your partnerships or relationships, you reflect on each other. And that's how you've met your soulmate, your twin flame, or, that's how it works. So now we're going to bring in the energy of the chakra energy. It may not bring up a chakra, but it might. And of course, there's colors within the energy oracle that will pertain to a specific chakra. So let's see. For Aries, what other energies can we add to this? Mother Earth, look at that. So this is the first chakra. Mother Earth is all about grounding, all right? It's all about grounding that energy within yourself. So when we're in romantic love, sometimes we're like out of our heads, right? And sometimes we're blinded by the energies of love. So right here, Mother Earth energy is telling you to ground yourself. Make sure you are grounded and in balance through this period of relationship that you are in, okay? And maybe it's new, I don't know, but you have the opportunity here now to even explore more. So let's see in this Twin Flame Confessions what else is coming in during this romantic love and grounding it into the earth. This saying this is something you should really do because you're learning a lot about yourself, all right? So let's see, what is it that we can add to this for Aries? Oh, ghosting? Wow. It could be, elusive. Let's just say this. I think that there isn't any closure here or anything like that. If you're in romantic love, or looking for, romantic love, you have to ground that, into your world. Now, as far as the ghosting energy and elusive energy, or I don't think there's any closure here or anything like that, but perhaps you might be feeling that this energy that came in with another is not grounded yet, into the earth, into this moment, into the presence of both of you. And it could feel elusive. So let's keep going and see what energies are coming in with you with this elusiveness and Mother Earth grounding, expression of grounding this romantic love. I think it has to be grounded, and right now, in order for it to be romantic and go on in a different level, it has to be grounded. So perhaps that has not happened yet, and that's why it might feel elusive. So let's see here. What's the energy that's coming in? The King of Wands. The energy of the King of Wands is, very exciting, very risk-taking adventure. They don't wait for anyone. They're just off. They got an idea. I'm ready. You ready? Okay, bye. See ya. That's how they are in a sense. I mean, not all of them, but that's how I feel it here, that this energy of the King of Wands, they're born leaders. They want it all. They like to take charge. So I feel that this energy, this is you coming in, you're willing to go. You're waiting for this person to respond to you or exchange with you. And evidently it's not grounded yet. Whatever you have found in this person, whatever relationship or connection, it's not grounded yet. So you feel that, what's going on here? I don't feel like what I should be feeling. It's exciting. Yes, it's exciting, but what's going on deeper? What's in the deeper part of this connection? The Wheel of Fortune. So in the heart, this is either going to be fate or destiny. And I feel it is destiny. There's a change in your love life coming. If things haven't been going well, they will get better. If they've been going well, like, wow, well, perhaps there's definitely, that's going to change. It's not maybe perhaps going to continue in that way. Let's see in the probability or possibility of this first entrance of energy. Let's see what could be, what's possible for our Aries here. The Ace of Cups. Wow, this is very potent energy, Wow, this could be a new love, a new beginning. It's overwhelming emotion though, so perhaps it's taken you to a feeling, like, oh my God, why isn't things happening sooner? Why aren't things happening as fast as I want them to happen? I feel this overwhelming emotion that can throw you, into some kind of false understanding of what the relationship is too. So that's why balance is important here, and that's why grounding is important. Really ground yourself to really feel what's really going on in this romantic connection. Let's see, what else can we see here for our Aries? The Knight of Wands. This is definitely someone that you really feel a lot for, in a very sudden arrival of energy. This person excites you. You have this exciting energy around you. It's very lustful too, and they could be younger than you as well. When I see knights come in, I feel that you have this King of Wands energy, and here's the Knight of Wands energy coming in. I feel this person is younger than you, which is fine, lots of energy. Here we go. What's in the heart of this line here? The Empress. in the heart. Well, you know, the Empress is everything. You know, she's the vibration of love. She is everything. She is the divine feminine. So right now, this self-caring is also calling for self-love as well. When I see the divine feminine in the heart, it's also about self-love. Don't just, you know, Aries, you know, keep giving out your heart. You know, it's about keep that love close to you as well. So the divine feminine here and the vibration of love in the heart is saying, yeah, self-love is important right now as well. Overwhelming emotions can throw you in a different space, you know, and this could be a very lustful, you know, connection, and it is probably very romantic, but it has to be grounded in order to be real. So there's a feeling of, like I said, elusiveness, and this is how it is with the Wands energy, you know. Then we have the Hierophant. In the possible ending of this, you know, I don't know, you know, to me, 5 also means conflict. You know, there could be some conflict in the beliefs of love here that you're having with this other connection. You know, spiritual love is important to you, but I don't know. I feel that there's also some kind of conflict here, and perhaps you're looking to find out, you're looking for help. Perhaps you're asking someone about the situation you're in, like, what does it mean? Is it real? Is it, you know, what should I do? There's a conflict within you, not within the other person, okay? I think that you're digging a little deep here, and I'm surprised I haven't seen the Hangman or the Four of Swords. But let's see what's coming up here for our Aries. What is coming up for Aries here in this last row here of energy that we are going to pull? We have the Five of Swords. So there is some kind of, you know, uncertainty. You know, you have some uncertainty about what's going on, and it makes sense because of the ghosting that's come out. You're not getting the communication that you want. You know, it's very lustful, emotionally overwhelming. You know, there's been a change in your love life, and perhaps this is the change that's going on. But again, you know, right now the divine feminine in your heart, the Empress, is saying self-love is very important right now. You know, and the Five of, you know, the Hierophant is also saying that, you know, there could be a lot of differences here, but, you know, really, really check out yourself. You know, really go down into your spiritual heart and find out, you know, is this Five of Swords, you know, is there mind games going on in this Five of Swords? You know, is there mind games? I don't know, but it looks like this, it's not moving in the direction that I feel is positive. It's just, it's an event, you know, it's an event of romance, you know, and that's it. Don't look at it to be anything more than that. Take one day at a time, you know, don't jump to conclusions that this could be the one. You know, learn from this experience. It's not bad, you know, it's not bad, it's mixed. And in the heart, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Well, your heart is definitely looking at this and evaluating everything, which is exactly what you should do. You know, reevaluate what you've experienced. Your heart is looking at everything, feeling everything, and you can't come up with an answer, right? So you just have to kind of let go a little, let go of what you're learning about this connection, but it doesn't mean that it's going to end. It just means it's kind of out there, but there's nothing else going on yet. You know, that's what I feel. But you're overwhelmed with, you know, this emotion. And let's see what else. And then we have the Ten of Swords at the end here. So you feel that there's going to be a painful ending here. And, you know, this elusiveness, you know, maybe there's no closure here. You know, there's some ghosting, you know, but you had some wonderful connection with someone. But it needs to be more grounded in order to be real, right? For both parties have to be grounded in it. So let's see if there's any scarlet energy here that we can share with you, Aries, that will add to this reading. All right, Let's see what else is here that we can add to the reading for you and give you more, I don't know. You never know what's going to come out of these cards. Never know. It's whatever Spirit wants to let you know. And so for Aries, it was a tough beginning. That's what it says here. You know, it's not going to be easy, but, you know, you're willing to fight for love, and that's fine, but make sure you don't waste your time. You know, take care of yourself, take care of your heart. Self-love is very important at this time for you, Aries, because this is definitely was a tough beginning, and I think that it's something that you need to really, really focus on yourself right now and see where, what you've learned from it. It's not over, but it's just out there, you know, still elusive. Let's see what your angel number is for this session, for this reading. I always like to add angel numbers here that might, sometimes it adds to the reading an extra piece that we may need to look at and understand, and something positive, usually, I hope. Usually. Let's see, for Aries, what is the angel number for Aries? 2323. Karma, there's warnings, there's judgment, influence, power, cycles, changes, rebirth. Karma will be paying you a visit. Release the need to control because you cannot force things to be what they're not. Learn your lessons so that they don't repeat in the future. Make some space for new experiences. Aw, that's nice. So it's on its way, you know, so just understand that this is exactly what you need to hear. You know, I feel that that was a perfect message for you. You know, we can't make it what it isn't, you know, but you had an experience, overwhelming, very exciting, you know, and know that, you know, right now it's time for self-love and time for you to, you know, have different perspectives and introspect. You know, make sure that your heart is grounded within yourself right now, you know, that you're not out of your head. Let's see, what else does the spirit guides want to say? Oh, this card is here. Let's pull that one out. That won't go in back in. Let's see what it is. It's the wolf spirit. So wolf spirits, it's wildness, freedom, belonging, right? The wolf is a guardian as well. He's very, very, you know, very curious. Know that be free to be yourself, Aries. You know, let go of trying to control, make things what they're not. And you belong, your heart belongs to you right now. So work on your heart and really, really take the time to look at this as a great lesson of love, of overwhelming emotion, all right? You take care, Aries. I hope to see you soon, and thank you for being here. Bye-bye.